One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. The Boilermakers will kick it away first. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. So USC's offense will have the first possession of the game. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are...
Breaks into the open. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. And the legendary John McKay would be proud of the execution of the running game and picking up the first down.
Yeah, the basic principles of the run game, right? The easy stuff, the boring stuff, not fancy, not loved. Everybody likes points and all that other, stuff that goes with it, but you got to get the good running game. USC doing a good job early.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Handoff from the gun. Makes it past the marker. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. The Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The RPO, it's complete. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
Great recognition by the defense on that pass play. They knew exactly who the quarterback was going to, and they got there quick.
Looking for a man. It's Higgins. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10. And how about taking a big chunk out of this defense on the opening drive?
And with the speed they have on the perimeter, Reese, no doubt, they want to come out here and test this secondary, test these DBs, and they know they've got the QB with the arm talent to get the ball there. That's a great start for this offense.
Snagged out of the air, and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Trojans!
I really like that drive for this offense. Putting last week behind them, putting the drive together, showing some explosiveness. This offense really put last week behind them. The poor performance last week, starting off with a bang here today.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Purdue Boilermakers offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And it was a collection of highlight reel plays time after time last week. He'd love to do that again, David.
Oh, there's no doubt. He showed you he's capable. He showed you the big play ability, and he can make those big plays for this offense. And I think the offense is going to continue to look for him. Like, he is that guy outside that they can trust. Interesting to see, Jesse, the wrinkles off of the way they used him, and if he's going to continue to be the focal point of this offense.
I think he should.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And the offense, after giving up that sack, they're not going to take time to think about what happened. They're going right back to the line of scrimmage to try to run another play.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. We'll see if they can get a little better protection after the sack. It's 2nd and 12. They'll run play action. Pressure coming. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Let's take a minute and look big picture at Purdue. Biggest problem for schools that aren't the traditional powerhouses, getting the bodies they need, especially on the defensive front. And, David, they got a good one out of high school last week.
It's so nice to get a 3-star defensive lineman. A guy like that that's got some size, that's got some potential. Again, you want to rotate those guys as much as possible, keep them fresh. This guy could be a player down the road.
The Boilermakers decide to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Wants to return it. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Back to throw, it's Higgins. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. A strike downfield. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
Well, he hauls that pass in. Big play for the offense. The Trojans have had such a history at this receiver position, right? You go back to Mike Williams, Keyshawn Johnson, Juju, and then Jordan Addison. There's always a playmaker on the perimeter of the field for the quarterback to take advantage of, and they've got to keep feeding this guy the football. He is dangerous.
Moving closer to the red zone. It's at the 27 on first down. Pulls and throws off the RPO.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Wants to go up top. Quickly complete. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can spell the touchdown from here.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
And those sting for offenses, man. You've got an opportunity to get in the end zone, to get the touchdown. It's not easy. It's hard to get guys open. He comes open, and the quarterback, man, I bet he wishes he had that one.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Snags it. And he will score. Touchdown, Southern Cal. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Fights off the defender. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Leaves it with the running back. Got room at the 35. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. To the air, it's Evanson. Here comes the heat. And down he goes, trying to pick his way free, but the defense stops him behind the line.
Nice job by this defense getting to the QB and getting him on the ground, creating the negative play. This offense must have seen something because they're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. It'll be third and long. The give on the inside. Past the 30. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. The Boilermakers moving quickly to the line. The give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Boilermakers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Here's a quick throw out to the left. He didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. Right down the middle. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down. They'll play it safe and try for 3. And he'll need a little distance and accuracy, a 42-yarder from the left hash. And this one is perfect. Now the lead is down to 11. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They've come out red hot already with a 14-3 lead. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
From the gun, running back on the move. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. For all of the star quality that USC has been built on, good offensive line, strong running game has always been a hallmark.
No doubt about it. I think they're built on, the passing game and explosive playmakers out wide, but they've always had that balance in USC. You got to have a little bit of the boring to go with the glitz and the glamour.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking downfield, it's Higgins. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. On the move. He powers his way ahead, gets 3, but they're still looking at 4th and 2.
And you can tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a 4th quarter game.
And the Trojans have this offense rolling. They'll leave it with him. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, there's just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
These two running games so far, dominance on the ground as we look at the 1st quarter stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the 2nd. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. second down here as we're back at it after the break. Back to pass, it's Higgins. Got his man in the middle. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
The Trojans are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense? Up front, their front seven, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Stopped at the 46-yard line and just making a play and turning in the interception.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you could tell the quarterback was not ready and did not make a good throw.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there they try to run the football on the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Quick completion to the right, and this one will be stopped for no gain.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast, and they force a negative play.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. They'll run the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, that time on 3rd down, they're trying to see if they can catch the defense napping. They go with the option play, but a great job by the defense being alert, being aware, anticipating it may come. Nothing there. They forced a negative play, now setting up 4th down.
They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust.
Turning it on! And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll move the tight end. Scanning the field, it's Higgins. Under fire. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Motion from the wideout. They'll go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
And the Trojans are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. This is a designed run. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. The Trojans are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, the running back has it.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Dropping back, it's Higgins. The throw to the outside is complete. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
Running to the left. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Zings it complete to the right. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. And the Trojans line it up with a 1st and goal. Trying to pound their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Trojans. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
And they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. The Boilermakers line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short.
Here we go.
Looking to throw, it's Evanson. Working that left side now. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Boilermakers will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They go to the ground. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Boilermakers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Deep shot for the end zone. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. And the Boilermakers line up to punt it away. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. And this will push the offense back as they mark it dead at the 10.
And it's a great punt. Obviously, he gives himself time to let his guys get down the field, get in position. Remember, don't let that thing cross the goal line. Try to keep it inside the 10. Nice job down on the football, setting your defense up for great field position.
90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. To the air, it's Higgins. Here's a heat. Looking for a huge play. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Rushes on him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Quarterbacks need time when they're in the pocket to complete throws. That QB had no shot after taking that hit.
Going to have to come up with a play on 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Wants to throw it. Lofts one high and deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He's got an open man. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Here's the pressure. Buying some time. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. The Trojans want to move quickly. Looking for a man. It's Higgins. Right on the money. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Oh, they're after him. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. And the Trojans trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Kick is short, and he's going to try to make something happen. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far in West Lafayette today, and welcome into the halftime update. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Ross-Ade Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Trojans will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And he's going to bring it out. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me, too.
The Boilermakers in the hurry-up. Dropping back, it's Evanson. He hurls one deep down the left side. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. The Boilermakers will punt this one away. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. A really nice job methodically driving down the field the last time they had it, but the missed field goal ruined the drive. Looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Gives it on the option. Hard running there. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
Bringing the heat. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Another sack. This quarterback group, not this quarterback, this one, because you're already on quarterback number 2, taking a lot of hits today. Got to keep these guys upright. Got to protect them. This offensive line has to do a better job.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. The Boilermakers will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. This offense has it with really good field position. He'll pull it on the read. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. And the Boilermakers are in the hurry-up.
Really nice job by the defense playing responsibility football, making sure the quarterback couldn't.
There he goes. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down. The Boilermakers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. He'll do it himself. And he'll finish the run at the end zone. Touchdown, Purdue!
defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. And after that last score, this is just a two-possession game now, and they'll be looking to find some cushion on this drive. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives. So the best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
They'll give it to the back. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And the Trojans come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. He'll take it himself. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. They bring the punter onto the field now. He may keep that punt rush honest after completing a pass earlier. Here's the return. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. That was a big stop by the defense now to see if they can take advantage and draw a little closer in this game as we're starting to get late. Here's the handoff. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Quarterback on the keeper. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
The Boilermakers racing to the line in the hurry-up.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Looking downfield, it's Evanson. Got his man. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
And after that long completion for the 1st down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Under fire. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to throw again. Gets it out fast. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Off play action. Pocket breaking down. Had to throw it before he wanted. And the incomplete pass on 3rd down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. And it's good from 58 yards out. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
ACC action, fellas, and all week there's been intrigue about this one. Georgia Tech has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe inside Bobby Dodd Stadium. They're up by 11 over SMU. It wouldn't be the ACC if there weren't this kind of storyline, guys, and we promise to keep you posted.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The sure hands, it's Moss. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
I love playing man-to-man defense, and I love getting up in your kitchen and jamming you at the line of scrimmage, but it's really hard when they start running these crossing routes and drags and ends because now I'm in chase mode, and the QB has a little bit of space a lot of times, and those fast guys can create some separation and get a first down like they did there.
Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
Really nice pass there. You know the expectations at USC every year are sky high. Not just to win the conference, but to be in the national championship discussion. But to do that, they need this guy right here to play at a high level week in and week out because this guy has the skills and the tools to take them there.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to throw, it's Higgins. Quickly out to the tight end. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
The Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside give. Got the first down and more. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Well, you just sort of felt like this defense had to do something to get this quarterback out of a rhythm, right? He's been picking them apart all drive long, and finally they come up with a sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. So now on comes the field goal unit. They pick the spot. It's going to be about a 37-yard attempt. And it's right down the boulevard. And now the lead is even bigger. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. Fielded in the end zone. It's Lanier. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long.
Let's go! Let's go!
He'll keep it himself. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a 3rd down and 3. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Now the play fake. Here comes the heat. He's going to run it. And they make the tackle, not before he gets the 1st down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the 3rd. This should be the last play of the quarter. He'll pull it on the read. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. The play action fake. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Looking to pass. It's Evanson. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Boilermakers will send out the punt unit.
Yeah, and you could tell he was trying to run with that football before he caught it. That slant route, you stick your foot in the ground, cut towards the QB. This is one of those plays where he puts it on the money and you just try to make yards after the catch, but key word being after the catch.
Kicking team.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Now back to the line. Hand off from the shotgun. Brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 6.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity for the defense. An opportunity on 4th down to get off the field, see some of this momentum, give it back to your offense. They just could not bring him down before the sticks.
And the Trojans getting set on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Higgins. Gets it out quickly. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Trojans have pushed it inside the 20. Second down, they'll go to the air. It's complete to the right. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
They'll try to get it in with the run. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Trying to bull his way in. Touchdown, USC. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
And how about it? Everyone getting involved, getting the big tight end involved. This offense has done an unbelievable job scoring points. This defense has had no answers. Just keep it rolling, offense.
The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Rides to back and leaves it. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. And the Boilermakers want to crank the tempo. Makes the grab. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Looking for a productive play on first down.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Boilermakers are moving quickly down the field.
Here we go, here we go.
Off the play fake on first down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
Man, I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one. Now your second guy gets hit, and you got to keep this guy healthy. You got to keep him upright. You got to protect your quarterback, man.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Boilermakers come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. The Boilermakers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Throws to the wideout. Working the middle. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there.
I love when you sell the run like that quarterback did right there. Stuck it in the belly of the running back, pulls it out, runs the play action. Great job of confusing the defense a little bit, making them honor the run, and then throwing the ball in the lanes right behind them.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. To the air, it's Evanson. Under fire. Pressure's there and he lets it go. And that one's way too far for everybody.
Man, do I love being a defensive lineman in games like today when you know you got to go get the quarterback. Like, they're down on the other side. They have to throw the football. Only chance they have to get back in. I'm playing the pass every...
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Boilermakers!
And that's the hardest part about playing a mobile quarterback. It's not the first play. The first play was a pass. It's the second play where he decides to pull it down, Jesse, becomes a running back, and makes something happen.
You're right, David. That's why so many coaching staffs now are trying to recruit dual-threat athletes at quarterback because of situations just like that. Down in the red zone, nobody open. You're not just going to throw it away and be okay kicking a field goal. You're taking off, and you're going to capitalize with a touchdown.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
He's got his man. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the 1st down.
Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Trojans! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Starting to see some smiles on that sideline as they're close to a Week 10 victory. My goodness, he is putting on a laser show right now. Leinart, Palmer, Pat Hayden, Marinovich, you name it. These guys are going to be looking up at this dude.
Just spinning the bean all over the yard, and that's why you come to USC. Those names you mentioned, and you know that ball's going to be in your hands. You get to go make plays, and he is doing exactly that.
The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
He's got him. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. They are really clicking along, 1st and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. The corners are walked up tight. Pushes ahead. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Looking to throw, it's Evanson. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense got it. They're on the run. He's at the 50. The 30. The 20. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business.
That's how you do it. Cause the fumble, scoop it up, try to put it in the end zone. How about the big fella getting down the field? He didn't score, but flipped the field completely and now set this offense up in a position to score some points.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Touchdown, Southern Cal! And the stomping has commenced. That one might have put the finishing touches on this game.
This one is over. Game, set, match. The defense had a chance to maybe kind of keep their team in it, but the offense said, take it to the line.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Ball will be placed at the 40 after that kick out of bounds. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Here's a heat. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
Listen, I'm not one for moral victories, and obviously they're trailing by a lot of points late in this game, and they are going to lose, but it is a good sign if you're the head coach of this team that you're seeing your guys out there still competing and still fighting until there's zeros on the clock.
They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
And the Boilermakers have it with a 1st and 10. Pulls and fires complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Evanson. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man by himself. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit, and they're still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.